Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Rising Sun previews. This is day 2, and today in day 2 we have shadow cards alongside 3 new prophecies. Now, because the prophecies return, you will see a repeat of the omens from day 1, so in this kingdom here we have a poet. But we also have here the ninja, our first shadow card. It says a little symbol on it, to just let us know this is a shadow card, because it's not immediately obvious from here, and it is quite important. So we're going to zoom in on this card specifically here, because you'll see there's a funky new button here in the app's interface, and we'll talk about that in a second. So ninja, +1 card, each other player discards down to 3 cards in hand. You can play this from your deck as if in your hand. So that is something that all shadow cards can do. Shadow cards, you don't have to draw them to play them at any time if it is anywhere in your deck. If you've got the action, you can just play it. Anything that lets you play action cards from your hand, that does include things like Throne Room, can also target these as well. Now, if it's stuck in our deck, how do we know that it's stuck in our deck? Well, the app will now let us look at the back of certain cards. Any card that has a special back, that includes the promo card stash, you are now allowed to see it in the game. And here there's extra instructions on this card. So this one has a unique back, let us know it's ninja, and it says when shuffling this, put it on the bottom of your deck. So this is non-optional. You must always put it on the bottom of your deck. If you do have multiple different types of shadow card, you can pick the order as well, which can sometimes matter, but bear in mind it doesn't actually matter where in your deck this is, just as long as it's in your deck. So if you have something like, say, the event Bury from Plunder that shoves cards at the bottom of your deck, they can go underneath your existing shadow cards, and then the shadow card can end up like somewhere in the middle of the deck. But that's fine, it doesn't actually matter where it is, just as long as it's in your deck. If you don't play these cards before you come to draw them, then you will draw them into your hand, which sort of just means that when you play it from your deck you don't have to draw it, so you get to save like a bit of a card draw through your shuffle. Now that we've looked at that card in particular, we're going to take a look at the kingdom here. So this is just a mostly randomized kingdom. You should pause the video right now if you want to read these cards a bit more and you're not familiar with them. Note that encampment is a split pile. There is actually a second card called plunder. There's 5 copies of this, and then there will be 5 copies of plunder, which is down here at the bottom. But we do have a new prophecy, enlightenment. Treasures are also actions. When you play a treasure in an action phase, instead of following its instructions, +1 card and +1 action. So note that this doesn't just mean playing it as an action, it means if it gets played at all at any time in your action phase. So if you had, for example, Storyteller that plays treasure cards, or like Black Market, instead of getting money for the treasures, you will actually just get +1 card, +1 action instead. So even if you try to play it as a treasure, that doesn't matter. Treasures do something else during the action phase. They all just do +1 card, +1 action. But that doesn't mean, you do get to push past any treasures that you don't necessarily want to deal with right now. Put them in play to just cantrip past them instead. And we have the hasty trait, which is applying to Sea Chard. So hasty trait from Plunder, that is a bit like rapid expansion from yesterday's video. So let's see what we want to do. Well, Poet's normally a nice start to hit high values. Soothsayer's nice, but I think Bounty Hunter's going to be good. We do have Shelters in this game, and Bounty Hunter really likes those. They're all unique cards. So we're going to start with that. What do we want to do with a 3? Now, we've got Necropolis, so we don't really need like Merchant Camp right now. Sea Chart's not going to be alright, actually, when Enlightenment triggers, because we can play a copper as an action card, and then Sea Chart will start drawing the coppers as well. That's pretty nice. Opponent has gone for Farmer's Market, which is okay. I think for now I would rather have a silver. And they've gone for a ninja. I would like a ninja too, and I can show that off. I didn't quite hit it on this turn. I think at this point it might be okay to get the farmer's market. So they've used their plus buy in the farmer's market to get 2 encampments. We are going to get rid of this overgrown estate. And we have 7 money, which is kind of a lot. Do I really want to take advantage of that? What do I want to do? Haunted Woods for draw would be good, probably before Soothsayer. But I do really want to get a ninja in play soon. Maybe the ninja's just better. We can show that off. Discard 2 cards, fine by me. So here, above where our avatar is a little symbol to tell us that we have an action card we can play. So, shadow card, yeah. So we see we're getting the prompt end actions, even though there's no action card in our hand. That's because we could still play this. Now what Ninja does is it does draw a card, which I think will be safe here. It was not safe. We did hit our bounty hunter, never mind. We've got a 3. We need a village at some point, so let's get a merchant camp. There is also encampments, pretty good. They've just shuffled, so they've hit us with Ninja again, but that's fine. Our turn wasn't brilliant anyway. And we have 4 here. I would really like an enlightenment soon. 2 encampments sounds nice, but I think I'll get the poet. We would like to make progress towards enlightenment. And now here I can play Necropolis and then play the ninja to draw a card. And then the merchant camp, and then I will be giving my opponent potentially points, but that's okay. I get quite a lot of money. I get to hit 9. That means I can go for Haunted Woods. And then another merchant camp? Possibly. And I don't think I need to top deck the merchant camp. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be colliding terminals just yet. Let's discard the coppers. Yeah, so they cashed in their farmer's market for 4 points. That's alright. We haven't set one of those aside, and we hit 5. We're going to get another Haunted Woods. At some point we should consider Soothsayer, but not just yet. I would like to discard the hovel here. So although we could play Ninja, I'm going to play Haunted Woods. And I'm going to... Do I want to take the encampment now? I guess I do need one of them at some point. I'm okay with my opponent getting a plunder, honestly. There we go, we drew that. We're going to play the ninja now. Nice. And then farmer's market. And we have quite a lot of money, 10. What if we just get a bunch of plunders? Normally not brilliant. I'll just top deck 1 merchant camp. We do have a Haunted Woods in play, so we're going to draw a lot of cards. Here we go. I'm going to play the ninja first to draw. That wasn't brilliant. Do I want to risk losing the encampment here? I don't think I do. But we might find another Haunted Woods. Let's just do it anyway. Oh, there we go. We got to keep it. We did draw the plunder. We didn't find the Haunted Woods anyway. But there we go. 13 and 2 buys. Wow, we're doing really well already. I'm probably not going to get the Soothsayer in this case. Sort of tempted with Province, it might be too early. I'd like more plus buy. Where do I get more plus buy? I get it from Farmer's Market. I think I really need that then. I think I'm just going to get more Haunted Woods. I think that's the right thing to do right now. I will just top deck 1 merchant camp. Discard 2 cards. This isn't a very good hand. Let's discard those. I don't even have a ninja. I should get more ninjas to draw through my deck. They're really nice in a pinch because they draw you 1 card. Ooh, and a load of encampments. I'll take another one of those, thank you. So I might lose an encampment here, but you know what? I'm alright with that. And hard AI picked up a load of encampments. I might lose mine. I did. Let's draw a little bit further. Didn't really work. I got 2, but I can't buy anything. I will top deck the merchant camp. Discard 2. What do I want to discard here? I guess it'll be the merchant camp. I think that's fine. I've got an encampment. It's got the plus, means I've probably drawn a plunder. I did. Do I want to trigger this shuffle? I'm not convinced that I do. I don't think I do. That means I don't get to play the poet though, but I haven't got great draw otherwise. Now I will be able to actually play my ninjas, but I don't have enough villagers, so I would rather not. Well, we didn't get to play poet this shuffle, but that's absolutely fine. My opponent has 10 victory points already. That's rough, that is. Let's go for that. And let's get another farmer's market. I want more haunted woods, actually. I'm going too many plunders. I'm being tempted by the victory points. That's not really what I should be doing. So I'm the only one going for poet here, so the prophecy is taking quite a long time to trigger. I'm going to go for the village. I'm going to play this. There we go, we drew a plunder, so I can safely play the encampment. Haunted woods. I'll play another one. I'll play one of these. There you go. I'd like another haunted woods. I think that's fine. Discard 2 cards. These can go. I did want another ninja at some point. What happened to that? I haven't been picking up the ninja. I'll start with poet. That's fine. That drew me a farmer's market. That's nice. We can just play the encampments here safely. We can play the ninja now. We can bounty hunt the necropolis at this point, I think. And we cash that in for victory points. There you go, we've caught up quite well. Now, at this point, I will take a province just to get a bit more of a lead. And I will take... I guess I'll take a soothsayer. I could use a bit more money, honestly, so let's do that. We'll have only one merchant camp top decked. Still didn't get that other ninja, did I? How are piles? My opponent has a lot of sea charts. Farmers markets. I should be careful. Start with merchant camp. Play the ninja. We did not draw plunder. We did that time, so we got to keep that. And okay, we get to play all of these. Does put points up for grabs, but that's fine. We hit 16. Might be safer to get 2 provinces. What can we? How well can we empty piles? I'm going to take our province. I think that seems safe. And I might actually just take a second. Well, we could go for that second ninja I always wanted. And then maybe a sea chart? Do I really want to empty piles? Probably not. Let's... Do we want another bounty hunter at this point? No, let's get another poet, because I think we're doing all right with poet. There's still a bunch of cards we can actually draw. I guess we're never playing the poets, are we? We are going to draw. Okay, that's fine. For a game meant to demonstrate... Oh, what happened there? For a game meant to demonstrate enlightenment, I'm sure not able to hit enlightenment here. Hopefully I get to trigger this and actually make use of it before the game is over. And there we go. They picked up a province, so I had to be very careful about empty piles because they have gone into the lead. We do have plunders. This is not looking good. Playing both of these, it was not very good. Hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Do I really want to bounty hunt a haunted woods? I think I have to at this point, which is really sad, but... There we go. I think that was the safest thing to do. Discard 2. Let's discard those. Perhaps something like the merchant camp would have been better. I've played both my ninjas, sadly. Score button of shame. What's happened here? Empty piles, did they? Yes. Oh, and then they bought a province just to rub it in. Okay, well, enlightenment didn't actually trigger in that game, which is a little sad. I'd rather not re-record this. I guess that's just a demonstration that happens sometimes. Sometimes you won't get to see them. I guess if you want to see enlightenment in action, you'll have to play it yourself when this comes out. Okay, well, let's move on to the next kingdom. Okay, here we are in Kingdom 2. So we've got the return of River Shrine, but we also have a new shadow card, Alley. +1 card, +1 action, discard a card. And then it does all the normal shadow things. When you shuffle it, put it on the bottom of your deck. And you may play this from your deck as if it is in your hand. So this is a little bit like Ferryman style, or like Forum style shifting. Not as strong as Forums, it's more like Ferryman. But you can use it at any time if you just need to get your hand a bit better. So, as last game we were using Ninja to try and draw a little bit further when we needed to. Ali's much more suited for doing that, but of course doesn't have the attack. If we take a look at this kingdom, what else do we have? Well, we have, first of all, a new prophecy, Growth. When you gain a treasure, gain a cheaper card. Note that this is not optional, although it only does apply to treasures. And if you gain another treasure off of Growth, you then have to gain another cheaper card. So be careful with silvers, you will have to get cards costing 2 or less. But for other powerful, important treasures, this can get you some pretty good cards. You know, if you gain a platinum, you do get like a province. It just does say any cheaper card, or golds can have duchies. And then we have... Oh, interestingly, Charlatan makes curses treasures. However, they already cost 0, so that doesn't actually impact Growth at all. Never mind. Oh, and we actually have a colony and platinum in this game. Talk of the devil. And potion as well. So, platinums come with, like, provinces if we want them, or, like, forge or something as well. So that's pretty interesting. We would like River Shrine, first of all. Get that trashing in. And it can pick us alleys and villages along the way. And I think I don't need villages yet. So let's start with a silver. That's safe to pick up right now. I'm going to trash 2 coppers. And then I get to gain a card. And right now, I don't think Apothecary will be worth it. We'll just get his Golem later on. But I think we'll go for the alley right now. So we have hit 4 again, sadly. Implies that maybe something like Apothecary isn't bad, but I don't really want to be caught with Potion in my hand when I use River Shrine. So let's get another silver. I've hit 4 again. Well, now we've shuffled an alley in, so we can discard past something. There you go. We have hit 3 again, but that's okay. Do we want a village at some point? I mean, not yet, still. So I guess I'm just going to keep getting the silvers. Now, Growth is rapidly approaching very quickly here. We got a 5. What does Tireless do again? When you discard a Tireless card, set it aside, put it onto your deck. Okay, let's go for that. Ooh, and we've hit 7. Makes me wonder if Forge is going to be any good for us here. I don't need to play Alley this turn. Do we really want a Forge? What are we going to be forging? We can smash 4s and 5s together into like platinum. Like long term, that sounds excellent here actually. So let's do that. Now we've got Terminal Collision here. What we can do is we can discard one of them. And Growth has now been triggered. So if I were to gain a silver, I would have to take like a native village. So we don't really want that. So we're going to trigger River Shrine. And because we've got like a forge, it's going to be hard to forge alleys. You don't draw them very often. Maybe something like Golem would eventually be nice, but with a potion. Do I just want forge fuel? Do I really go for something like potion? I mean, I can get a potion and have it come with a village, I guess. You know, that's using Growth there. Now I could forge all of this stuff into something that costs 8. But I don't think that's right now. Oh, I could smash the river shrine, actually. I do like that. We can play the charlatan. We can trash this and the river shrine, and we can get something else, like another alley. And then I can buy a village. It doesn't hurt to have more villages here. Here we have 7 and potion. That is more than I would like. Well, okay, we've drawn charlatan. That's interesting. We have up to 9 and a potion, actually, or 10. Oh, well, actually, yeah, let's drop the potion for now. We can get platinum, and we can get a free card. It's sort of tempting, really, to just get a bunch of platinums and provinces. Like, that would be a really fast way to end this game. I wonder if that's actually better than, like, spending time on stuff like paddocks at the moment. Although the draw would be nice. I'm actually going to try it. I've never tried that before, but actually I think we might just be able to shortcut the colony rush here, thanks to growth, because it's very easy to keep buying provinces when we have platinums, right? Yeah, let's do it again. But it might just be that this is no good. I mean, we could just get a colony at this point. Maybe that's better, but actually, I'm going to just try it. Can we smash something into a cost of 9? We can get 7. We can get 11 here, actually. Or you know what? We can just go through. Yeah, we can get up to 9 again. So we can discard the province, and we can do this. Get another platinum. And do we actually want a native village? Not really, not at this point anymore. So we've drawn an alley into our hand normally. Did we shuffle our deck? We did. So we actually drew an alley under normal circumstances here. We just simply didn't play it in time. Which means this alley's not very good. This is the disadvantage of some AI has gone for colony. But yeah, the disadvantage of having too many alleys, if you just don't play them well, they're not brilliant. We've got 7. Can we do better? No. We've hit 7. Paddock sure would be nice. I actually would like one. If we go for something like gold, what do we get? We could get a gold and a paddock, in fact. You know, why stop at just paddock? So we have trashed our tireless charlatan. That was still a good card. It was cursing our opponent quite a lot. They are catching up very quickly with colonies, so my idea of platinums wasn't so great. But what I can do here, see, is trash the platinum into that, and then I can buy another one and get another province along with that as well. So we are still ahead. Provinces are running low fairly quickly. Is a little bit scary. Harder is probably going to be buying like another colony here. Yeah. Well, sure would be nice to end the turn this go. End the game this turn, rather. I can forge a bunch of stuff into a colony, but I think I would rather just play these. So I can forge into a platinum if I need to. Can I do better? I mean, this isn't brilliant. 2 provinces is pretty scary. There's only 7 money, so I should do something. Let's do this. This probably isn't very good. We probably lose by doing this, but you know, I am curious. I don't know if hard AI can actually buy 2 provinces though. Let's find out. No, what are they doing? Just buying a colony. So we can also buy a colony in response. I think that's the safest play here. I really would like to see my forge again. Now the good news is we're going to shuffle the alleys when I play this village, which means we can keep playing them in order to try and find the forge to get more provinces from these platinums. So what's hard AI doing here? Only 1 buy. They've gone for another colony. And look at this. this we can try our hardest to find. Well, we didn't. There's no point in having that in hand. Okay, so if we buy colony and hard AI can colony, we do lose. If we buy province, then they can buy province and we lose. So it seems like really we just need to buy the colony. There's no better way to catch up. And we probably just lose now, right? Like they've probably got a bunch of allies. Yeah, there you go. Score button, a shame. They did beat us. So I was just curious to try that strategy. I mean, it was 57 points to 60. That was fairly competitive, okay? But in the end, colony is just way more points. You know, as fun as the platinums were, clearly the AI had a deck that was simply drawing more cards than me. You know, they had more paddocks. Well, actually, they didn't have that many, but they didn't have a lot of treasures, whereas I had 5 platinums. Yeah, I mean, this wasn't really much of a deck, you know, to be fair. So, cool. Well, that was Growth and Ali, and I will see you for game number 3. Okay, and welcome to game number 3. Our new shadow card here is a Fishmonger. +1 buy and +1 coin. That's all it does, but it does cost 2, and it has the usual shadow stuff. So the zoomed in artwork, when shuffling, put it on the bottom of your deck. And you can play this from your deck as if it's in your hand. Our returning from day 1 omen is Rustic Village in this game. So here's all the cards. Townsfolk is a pile of 4. It is an ally split pile. And Catapult is an Empire's split pile that has rocks underneath it. Our prophecy for today is Flourishing Trade. Cards cost 1 less. You may use action plays as buys. So any spare actions we have when we finish our action phase, we can just convert them freely into buys in our buy phase. We have save event, so there's rocks. And here are the townsfolk, 4 of each of these. So Fishmonger is a buy, we can get it any time, but we do also have a Flourishing Trade if we have spare actions, so that is worth keeping in mind. One nice thing about Fishmonger, especially at the start, you know, you can just call it for, or play it for an extra coin if you don't have a terminal collision. I do like the sound of Catapult here. I do want to start getting some trashing done straight away. A Modify would also be nice. I think what I'm going to do, I have 3. I'm going to save a copper, and then I'm going to buy the Fishmonger. So here we managed to hit 5, and I'm going to take a Modify to do some faster trashing. And now on this turn, this would have been pretty sad. But the good news is that we get to play our Fishmonger, and now we have 3 instead. Taskmaster, how often am I gaining 5 cost cards right now? Probably not for a while. I think it's a little bit too early to get this. So what I might do is I might make an estate, miss the shuffle, and then I'll get a town crier. I don't think I need too many Fishmongers on this game. I mean, we do have Flourishing Trade. Discard 3 cards. Well, there's an awful lot of junk I would like to trash here. This is quite sad, actually. I guess we will be modifying. I think we can knock out 2 bits of junk here if we can trip. Yeah, there we go. We don't get to do anything else though, but that's fine. Discard 2. Shame. But we do hit 4, and I'm going to use this to get a Rustic Village on the go. I can discard past both of these estates. There we go. Now I got 2, so let's see. I'm probably always going to be doing this. Now, do I want to play the Town Crier? What have I got in my next hand? I'm going to be drawing the Fishmonger if I don't play it now. So I think I will +1 card, +1 action. Yeah, I guess I'll rotate that. And then I'll play this now. And I can have up to 4. So I could get a blacksmith. Sounds nice. Doesn't look like I get to save, but I'll take a blacksmith. That's a little bit of draw, which is quite rare on this board. Seems quite hard to get some good draw going. we get to modify the estate. And I want to play the catapults. We're going to cantrip past that. Oh. Well, we get to cantrip past this as well. This is quite sad. I'll trash that. And we're going to make the estate miss the shuffle. Well, that's fine. We drew the Fishmonger into a hand, though, which is pretty bad. We're going to modify. You know what? I'm not so keen on this Fishmonger anymore at this point. Or maybe even the catapult I don't like that much. Let's do that instead. And I'm going to gain something else. Do I just want a treasure trove? I think I'd rather have a sculptor. That looks nice. And I get to keep the Fishmonger for now. But I can't do anything with it. So that didn't matter that much. Opponent's got a load of Taskmasters on the go, which is quite nice, actually. I was thinking of Taskmaster, but I never got around to getting them. But I could get them now. With a rustic village, blacksmith is draw up to 6. So we can actually do this to lower our hand size. And then we can draw up to 6. We can modify this. We can +1 card just to draw to the end. And we can sculpt. What I would like is more villages, but we can get the Taskmaster as well. Well, I'm not going to keep gaining 5s, so I still don't really like Taskmaster that much, to be honest. As tempting though it is, we can get another blacksmith. We'll discard those for now. I really want more sculptors, having said that. Maybe I will get a Taskmaster though. And Flourishing Trade has now triggered, so everything is cheaper, and spare actions get to be used as buys. So Taskmasters actually are pretty good right now. I have drawn the Fishmonger, I wasn't really thinking about that. At this point I would... Maybe I just don't need the Fishmonger anymore. Like, buys are freely available. So I'm going to gain. Oh, Flourishing Trade has made gaining 5s a lot more difficult, I just realised. For Taskmaster, because everything's cheaper now. So maybe I want... Oh, I don't get to put that in my hand, do I? I don't know. I do need the money, though, to be fair. In that case, I'll get a treasure trove, because golds cost 5. So it should be quite easy to gain 5s, actually, with treasure trove. We get to discard down, but that's fine, because we've got blacksmiths. Well, the AI has also got treasure trove, and is now trivially triggering their Taskmasters. So they're doing really well. That is a lot of Fishmongers that they want. We just spent too long in the weeds trashing instead of getting the deck going. I guess Taskmaster was better than I thought. They do have quite a lot of sculptors, which helps them a lot. And we want to play that before we go. I would like another Taskmaster. I think we can keep going with those. And we can keep going here. Play that. There's our 5-cost card gained. And I think I just have to trust the fact that my Taskmasters and treasure troves will keep me going. Are they going to sculpt every duchy at this point? It looks like they might do. Very scary. 4 duchies in a province. Oh no. Well. It didn't matter whether I did draw up to 6 or draw 2. Let's skip past things a bit more. Of course, I can sculpt sculptors, can't I? It's a bit too late for that now, but that is a thing I can do. I can remodel golds here as well, which is quite nice. I'll take a rustic village, actually, just right now. No. I will remodel that. And I guess it'll be +1 card, +1 action. Maybe that was wrong. We can do that. This isn't great. AI is just going to empty all the duchies now. Yeah, this is rough. Oh, they didn't get all of them. I've still got a fighting chance, but this is tough. I'm going to trash one of these. And discard past all of this. I'm going to take some coins. And we're going to draw up to 6. Get to discard past these. I should really take this duchy. And I get to take something else. What about another treasure trove for a lot of money? Yeah, I think so. Want to be careful how far we draw. And we do have like 2 buys here. Unfortunately, I didn't have quite enough. But we'll save that. We've really got to hit a lot of provinces next turn. So what can we do to help with that? Get more blacksmiths, maybe, for more draw? Maybe. I suppose I should probably get an estate as well. Oh, I've got a villager. I was like, why can I keep buying things? Yeah, actually, I might have to just get the estate. Spend the villager doing that. Fortunately, my taskmaster saved my turn here. They bought another province, so it is sort of dead at this point. I get to 38. I need all of these points. Maybe I can do that, actually. Although, it seems very unlikely. It may be possible. Ah, well, you know what? I think I've got to... No, it's the end of the line. Well, I mean, I can modify a gold into a province, but it's going to be very hard to... So, no, I needed to find a blacksmith. I didn't find it. I buy one. I buy estates, but I'm pretty sure this will be over now, right? Like... I have lost. I can't catch up now. There's not enough points, unfortunately. So we will just try and end the game. I should be able to buy another. Oh, I didn't gain a 5 cost, did I? Because I didn't play Treasure Trove, so I lost all my... That's sad. Well, I've got a... Okay, there we go. I will just buy that and end this game. It doesn't matter. There we go. So, sad today. We just kept losing games and hard AI beat us. Anyway, those were the shadow cards and a couple more prophecies. Thank you for watching today's previews. A shame our game didn't really show off enlightenment, but never mind. There's only so much time I have to record these, unfortunately. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you and goodbye.